Well, hello again, me chums. Thank you for coming back to the channel. Today I've popped down the river for a nice relaxing Sunday afternoon fish. Not really expecting much, to be fair, but it's nice to get out on a Sunday. So I've come down to a part of the river called Hebburn, and I'm not fishing the usual place where everybody else goes. I've moved myself along a little bit more, so I've got a bit more solitude and it's easier for filming too. But we've come down. It's a very small tide today. I'm doing something I don't normally do. I'm fishing on the ebb. High tide was what was high tide? High tide was 10 o'clock this morning. I'm now here it's around about 1:30, 2 o'clock, so I'm fishing it down a couple hours and possibly might fish it back up a couple hours as well, depending on how much light we've got. Targets, the usual: flounder, small white and possibly small codling. I would like to get some flounder out. I've decided to come down with some bait from a previous session. I'm just using blacks and mackerel. Have got a little bit of peeler crab with us, but we'll see how it goes. For it being such a small tide, it's only going down to a I think it's a 2 metre low. I think it's going down to 2 metre low, but it's pulling quite hard at this part of the river, which is good because it means we've got some tide. But I'll get everything set up. I've got one rod out already, obviously. Get everything set up and show you what's happening, what rigs we're using, etc. So I've got one rod out already with a loop rig on. It's basically one up, one down, with sized 2 hooks. I'm about to put this one on the second rod, which is a 3-hooked flapper. It's normally what I use for dabs. It's very small snoods. It's a 3-foot long snood. Got 3 foot long body, sorry. I've got 10-inch snoods on, and these are Aberdeen size 4s. And what this does, short snoods, anything little that has a go, it normally gets a hold of them quick. I use this with a grip lead, so it's got a lot of resistance against it. So we're going to pop this out on the second rod and see how we'll get on. Okay guys, so got this rod set up with my trusty 3-hook flapper. You can see it's starting at the top there. Got my swivel with my spring on there. That's the top snood. Down to some mackerel, cascade, down to the middle snood, a little bit of lug on there, cascade, down to the bottom, little bait clip, and a little bit of mackerel and lug, sorry, on that one. A little bit of a breeze coming on there. Right, we'll get this one out, see what we can do with this one. I'm going to put this one down tide as well, because obviously it's on the ebb and it's quite strong, so I'm going to put it quite a bit down tide if I can. Oh, lovely. That's what happens when you don't cast and wet your line first. Probably not see that rig again because it's dropped in really short. Got to whip around that. It's 7 ounce breakaway on that one. It's still whipped right round. I'll leave it there for now. See what happens. I'll get this first rod in, see if we've got anything on that. There's nothing on this one. Some fresh bait out. If I can try and avoid picking up the line that's just gone out. Some power in that tide, like. It's fair pulling. Oh, well, that didn't even unclip. Yep, didn't even unclip that one. That's a design fault on my own behalf there. I've made the rig. Should have had a genie clip on the bottom there. Just going to leave that one flapping and put it back out. I'll try and get it right down tight, this one. Leave a bore line on that one, let it get settled in the tide. Still fair ripping through that. Oh. Well, nothing like a nice bird's nest to start the session. Never mind, line's wet now. Right guys, get comfortable. I'll show you how I'm baiting up for today's session. What I'm doing is I'm making little cocktail baits like this. So what I'm doing is starting off with a bit of just small pieces, just a little bit of sticky black. Bear in mind I'm only scratching, so I don't want a massive bait anyway. And I get my mackerel. What I like to do is take some of the meat off, but this one's a bit, I think this mackerel's been defrosted about 4 times, so I like to cut a bit off, just discard that. Put it on my tool like that, skin down. And I get my lug worm and just fold it up to roughly the same size, like so. Then you get your elastic. See if I can show you a bit closer here. Get the elastic and just start binding that on, like so. Trying to escape that. Nice. Try bind it on like so, keep it all together. It takes shape eventually. So we've got that. Put a couple of hitches in. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. I like to put a couple in. Break that off. Now we'll have a nice little cocktail bait ready for the hook. What I basically do is I knock loads of those up and have them ready so I can just get them straight on rather than having to bait up as I bring it in, because it's a little bit quicker if I'm not double patting. So there you go. Nice, quick and easy, just with a little bait tool. So how is everyone? Hope you're all well. Hope you're getting out, getting a bit fishing done. Starting to get a bit more mild now, not as cold as it was. Obviously, unfortunately, it means that the codling have moved out, but we'll have another crack at them in the summer. Possibly even get a spring run, you never know. Used to get some cracking codling in the river. I think it's just a bit of a season dependent thing. Some seasons you still get them and you get some good numbers and size, but sometimes it's just all the juvenile fish, you know. Right, I'm going to put this down tight if I can do it without breaking my neck. Right, again, leave a nice little bow in the line, get that grip lead to sit. Very surprised how hard the tide's pulling. Such a small tide. It's ripping that. Cross my lines as well, I don't know. It's a tricky bit with these tides when they're pulling like this. I mean, it's great to have a bit of tide pull, don't get us wrong. Spur the fish on if there's any there. There we go. That one's sitting over nicely, that one. As I say, normally on the river, I don't, let's move this way out the way there. Normally on the river, I don't fish the ebb. I don't think I've ever fished there at all, to be fair. I normally fish the flood from bottom up a couple hours or a couple hours up to top. But I thought it'd be worth a try, you know. So I'm not really expecting anything till it's near bottom water, if anything, and possibly if the light stays with us. I mean, I do have me, I've got my headlamp with us, but if the light stays with us, we could possibly get something for the first hour of the flood, but I think it'll probably be dark by then. It's nice to be out. It's not a bad day, a little bit of a breeze, and it's peaceful. Apart from the old shipyard work over there, the cable making and stuff. Then again, a few decades ago, this part of the road would have been busting, there would have been noise galore, but obviously these days it's a lot quieter than what it was. So we'll keep an eye on these. If anything happens, I'll bring you back. Well, chummers, it's been awfully quiet. Been fishing for about an hour and 20 minutes now. Not even a single bite. Getting crabbed off. Crabs seem to be having a field day. Obviously I'm using fish baits. I've switched to a little bit of squid now, and I've still got some peelers. Well, frozen peeler to try, but I'm going to wait until bottom water then. I'm not going to get much longer after bottom of the tide here anyway, because obviously it's going to get dark. Oh, I just had a nice bite on the right hand rod, first one of the day. That's a good bite, typical. As soon as you put the camera on, definite. Yeah, it's rattling away there now. I'll see if I can get this bait up quickly and I can turn the camera on so you can see it. Looks like a small codling bite, that, to be honest. Yeah, definitely a bite. Now just break this off so that I can turn you around. See if you can see what I'm seeing. Don't know if you can see that. Is it going to go again? There we go. There we go. Yeah, could be a flounder as well. But you know what? It's a bite. I'm actually quite excited about that. Turn you back round, take you back over to my station. So I can put you down without breaking anything. Yeah, so we've had a bite anyway, which is really good. That's on the 3-hook scratching rig. Does not like a biting, sorry. Does not like a whiting bite. I'm going to let it go. There's 3 hooks on there. I'm just going to tip you down a little bit further so you can see. Is that a bit better? There you go. It's just nice to get a bite, to be honest. So, as I was saying, at the moment I'm just using up bits of, it's basically, to be honest, it's oil bait, so I only came out to use it. I thought I might as well bring you along and let you see what happens, if anything. It's a lovely evening, like, it's really nice and calm. It's quite busy along the along Hebburn Marina end when I came in. There's quite a lot of people fishing there. I didn't see many fish. I had a quick look as I went past, but yeah, it's nice to get a knock. Probably nothing will come of it, but it's nice to see the rod tips move out when it's not the wind for once. So, is it still going? No, nothing at the moment. So I think it's got about 45 minutes till bottom water. So maybe it's the next cast I put out, I'll put some crab on, see if I can pick anything up on slack water. A little bit into the flood, as I say, not much, probably 20 minutes, half an hour. What, 2 casts possibly. See how it goes. This time of year in the river, it always gets scratchy. I think most of the the big shoals of the larger whiting have moved off. I mean, there's still people getting the odd one, but they've definitely moved off, because this area was absolutely wick with them. So we'll not be seeing them until November, possibly a little bit earlier if they come back. And then we'll be back on the cod again before we know it. Right, I'll check this, see what's going on. Hopefully get a fish soon. Well guys, nothing came of that bait. 2 bottom hooks were stripped, top one was left alone. I think they're just getting crabbed off, I think. Obviously I'm using old frozen bait, re-frozen bait, so bait's not the best, but it is what it is. Coming to get out, so quite happy. Gonna get this one in now, get the bait changed on this one. Yeah, crabs. Very pleasant evening though. Oh, picked something up here. Oh, we've got a fish, chums. We've got a fish. Ho, ho, ho. Unbelievable. We got a fish. Hee hee. Remember what these look like? Quite a nice little whiting there. I was just saying that the bigger whiting have moved off. It's just showing us up really, innit? Get unhooked. But it's not a blank. There you go, chums. Very lean. 31 centimetres that is. Say hello. Hello. There you go. 31 centimetres. Took mackerel and lug. The blank's off. It's quite nice, so happy with that. Let's get it back. I didn't realise that getting the fish back would be so difficult actually, because this is a bit dicey, this stuff. If I fall, promise that you won't laugh much. Oh, it's so slippy there now. Nearly went over on my ass. That's it, go on. He'll go once he sorts his cell out. Just need to make sure I don't slip, because I know for a fact it would be hilarious for everybody watching, that is. Oosh. One down, let's see if there's any more. Weapons of choice today, guys. Using my Century Fireblade GT 14 foot, which doesn't get out much, but it's got a lovely glass tip. I do enjoy using it. And on the other side I have my Graphex Tip Tornado Super Match, which again is quite a nice light tip. I like using these for the river. Whew. Had the camera off there. There we go again, chums. Another one. It was me just saying that the whiting have gone, and obviously they haven't. That's on the 3-hook scratching rig again, on lug and mackerel. So get this unhooked and I'll give you a proper look. Oh, there we go. 29 centimetres that one. Not as big as I've been getting over the winter, but they're still around. I'm going to get this one back. Well guys, I think we've got something again. Little kicks going on here. I'm going to put my money on it being another whiting. Oh, crabs I think. Oh, just one crab. Oh well. That's nice to see, isn't it? These are the little buggers that's been taking me bait. Little sods. Get this one back to his domain. Yes, it is a he. Actually, while I've got the crab here, just for those who are possibly new to fishing, sorry, that sun's going to turn you around a little bit. For those who are new to fishing, you can tell if it's a male crab or a female crab by this flap here. On the male crab it's short, like quite narrow and pointed like this. On the female it's more rounded. It's more of a broader, rounder shape, and that's the female. But this is the male, this little fella. He's just been fed. So say goodbye. See you later. Put him back. Oops. I did try to throw him back, guys, I promise. But he didn't quite make the water and kind of bounced off a rock. I think he'd be all right. But he's got a tough shell, and he'll be fine. Well, chums, we've put the crab out, and lo and behold, we've got a double shot. Peeler crab. There we go. So they're onto the peeler crab already by the look of it. That was literally out, I don't know, 5 minutes. We'll get them off. We'll get them unhooked and get them back. Well guys, I'm going to about wrap this up. It's getting on now. Sun's going down, it's going to get dark soon. It was just a short session today, just to get out the house. Better than sitting around on a Sunday afternoon, get some fresh air. I've used some bait up, so there's going to be no waste, which I like. Had a couple of fish, absolute bonus. So I'm going to see this cast out, maybe have another one before I lose the light completely. If anything exciting happens, I will bring you back and show you what I've managed to get. But as usual, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you could see your way to subscribing to the channel, liking and putting a comment on. I do love the comments. I love having a bit of interaction with you about anything really, fishing wise, gear, locations, anything like that would be fantastic. But thank you very much, as I say. It is very, very much appreciated, and I hope you have a fantastic week. Take care of yourselves.